Hey guys, so this is my video on what I think is the truth about the coronavirus and what I think will happen and my future prediction with it. So, I told y'all back in like January to get your life insurance. I got my female intuition super early about this virus. Like I knew it wasn't going to be something that just like went away super fast. So I told my family, to get masks early. Like my dad has COPD. I was like, I'm not taking any risks. And, they sat there and called me crazy CC for the longest. And then, they just got announced today that the virus is like officially in their town. Like not just the county, like in their town, in the school district that my little sister goes to. So yeah, I'm not so crazy anymore now. Aren't you glad you listened to me now? And I know it's not something funny. I know people are actually sick. People are dying from this. A lot of people died that were not reported. All of these governments are sitting here and trying to downplay just how serious this virus is. So, I want to send my condolences to all of those who have suffered, who have lost someone, who, are personally affected. I empathize with you. I am so sorry that this has happened to you and that you are feeling these emotions. I want to say that first and foremost because, yes, like, do I sit there and when I think about life and death, sometimes, people have told me I do make things sound a little bit kind of harsh. It's only because I don't believe that the end of our life here is like the end of our consciousness. I feel like we've all have died and been reborn multiple times. We just forget it each time. And so I don't mean to be callous. I understand not everyone has that idea, and I respect whatever it is you do choose to believe for yourself, for what happens in the afterlife. And yeah, so back to the virus. So I've been sitting here watching these videos. I love Ashira Star Goddess. She called it first before like everybody else did. Like I just want to point out that she called this shit a minute ago. And she was saying that it's really like 5G. It's the implementation of 5G. And it's just that not everyone's frequencies can be at it. I think that these things happen on multiple dimensions. So when people sit there and say like, yeah, this is what's happening, and they're like, yeah, I agree with you. And they say, yeah, this is happening. You're like, yeah, I agree with you. It could be that both things are happening just at different dimensional levels. There is no right or wrong. So what I say next is not saying that it's not 5G, is not that it's a virus. These things are all interchangeable because these are past our comprehensions in our human forms as this, shift is happening, as our DNA is being activated. So right now, 5G is rolling out. I just got the announcement being like, yeah, like get the new 5G phone. I'm personally not doing that. I don't know if you guys notice, I live a very humble life and I'm happy that way. I don't have the biggest new car. I don't have a lot of fancy gadgets. I don't like those frequencies around me. I do best and I have my highest connection when I'm in spaces where I live a little bit old school. And that's just what works for me, That being said, what do I think is going to happen with this coronavirus? So here's the thing. The reason I think that Trump keeps on saying that the coronavirus is going to die out in April is because it is. It's not because of it's the virus dying out, though. I think that this was a test run that they knew was going to happen. And with the sun exaltation coming in April, yeah, like this little, man-made disease won't be able to work because, any weapon formed against me shall not prosper. It's going to die out. They couldn't maintain it even if they tried. What is coming in December, according to Martin Kinney, is like the official big cosmic shift. And he feels like this was just a practice for, just to kind of see how people in different places are going to handle being quarantined or the thought of being quarantined. I do believe a mass quarantine is coming, and it's coming this year. And this is a warning. This is absolutely a warning for those with eyes to see that, with how they have to do predictive programming, how they have to announce what's going on before it goes on. This is it. I do think that, if you took this opportunity and you were not afraid of it, you're not sitting there, you know, stopping, well, you know, if you want to stop drinking, stop drinking, but, you know, like, I'm not going to buy Corona beer because of the coronavirus. If you're one of those people, this is not for you. You are going to be reset. And there's nothing that I can say or do anything about it. Like, at this point, if you aren't sitting here and looking and seeing that this world is not what it appears, you're going to be reset. You've already agreed to be reset, you know, when you came into this lifetime. And I can't help you with that, you know, and you aren't trying to change that contract, you know, with your consciousness. So it is what it is on that end. This is the warning, though. So if you are still eating McDonald's, if you are still eating, you know, fast food, if you aren't looking at what it is you are consuming, if you're eating meat, I'm not saying that I'm never going to eat meat ever again in my life. Not saying that. I'm saying that for the rest of this year, for this cosmic shift, I'm giving it up because I need my body to be as alkaline as possible so that when the opportunity for the DNA activation comes, I am not going to have the side effects that others will have that are similar to like viruses, you know, like when the activation comes, people are going to get sick or you're going to activate it. And that's where choice comes in. If you're a child and you don't really have a choice, you're going to be fine. If you notice like the virus doesn't affect children like that. That's because, you know, nature doesn't harm the kids that they were born into this. They don't have a choice in what is being fed to them at that point. You know, they're not adults yet. They don't have that kind of consciousness yet. That, and they're also still connected to source energy a lot better than a lot of adults are. So there you have that protection already there, like, you know, to guide them for their purpose of being here for this time. So do I think the coronavirus will go away and just kind of disappear in April? Yes, I do. And most people will just forget about it, forget all of this fear that happened and just act like it's something brand new when it comes back. So yeah, this is your chance to, if you can get off the grid, get off the grid. You know, what comes next? I do think that this is part of the program to get rid of all of these kind of governments and money so that you do have to get, you know, the chip or whatever, to be able to have money and to be able to live in society and whatnot. Like, that is coming next. They are getting you ready and they're seeing just how reliant people really are on their governments. And if they sit there and say, well, you need this chip in order to survive, and you're going to do it because you're sitting here listening to them now. Like, you could sit there and be like, okay, cool, like, virus is coming, fuck your job, I'm going to sit here and bunker down and, you know, get my food and water stored. I'm going to make sure I'm okay. I'm going to take responsibility for myself and my family. People aren't doing that. They're sitting here and believing whatever is told to them on TV. And those are the people that are going to be reset. So if you are trying to avoid the reset and you want to keep your consciousness, you know, it's time. Cut out the food. Like, cut out all the junk food. You know, eat plants, eat plant-based. You know, be careful who you mix your energies with right now. Like, I'm telling you, people are going to be getting pregnant left and right. And it's for a purpose. There is a reasoning behind it. It's because, like I said, those energies are trying to get back into the tree of life before it's too late. So don't be surprised when you see a lot of, you know, people getting pregnant coming up very soon here. As well as the people that are supposed to be, you know, coming together for the rebirth of, you know, their twin flame. People are sitting here and getting caught up and getting, you know, fooled into getting the wrong partner. So then they don't actually get their twin flame. They're going to have to reset anyway. So that being said, I'm going to get off this live now, or this video. I'll talk to you guys later.